Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. Hope your weekends are going off to a fantastic start. I'm enjoying the cooler weather, but still not cold, unfortunately. I know I like to start off some episodes with the weather talk, but that's just because, man, it's important. It's important. It doesn't feel like winter or even fall unless if it's like 40 degrees and cloudy outside. My Skyrim days. You all know it. So, but I hope you all have a fantastic start to your day. Here's your meme of the day, brought to you by ArcLight Gigabyte. Title of the thread was The Binding of Isaac Reticence. Invicta after, and I quote, missing a throw, missing a secret room, sacrifice 16 taps, taking boss damage, taking red heart damage, clown physics, multi-curse streaks, inopportune XL floors, literally anything annoying to keep the game from getting a reaction. Yep. If there was only a camera on me every single time that something like that happened, it would be that would be my exact expression. Like, seriously. I'm not even joking. That's me just sitting here with just a blank expressionless rage face. Oh my gosh, we started with Red Stew. Seed Day is going to be X-Ray Foxtrot Victor Tango Romeo Quebec Hotel Zulu. We've got Dad's Key again. And Red Stew. The problem here is the fact that we don't have a tiers rate to speak of. So that's going to, unfortunately, it's going to work against us with Red Stew here. Now, we should be able to maintain this buff for a decent bit, and it is going to be enough to carry us through the early game here, but it's certainly not going to last long enough for us to get any real significant gains. Like, we might be able to beat the first two bosses, and then that'll be it. Obviously, we need to go back. We need to go into the curse room as well. Speaking of annoying hits. So we do get Mom killed in under a minute. That's the reason why you hear those footsteps. And if you're wondering what those are for, by the way, it is for the Forgotten unlock. So big old whiffer there, and yeah. Now the reason why I don't like starting with an item like Red Stew is because it's only going to do its effect once, and then that's it. We get nothing of note after that. We don't gain any permanent stat upgrades. We don't get to maintain anything that it gives us, and also it's time based. So we really don't have a lot of options to be going through here and trying to preserve our starting item, and that's a problem. This sort of back and forth thing that we're doing right here is not good. We need to be able to utilize this as fast as possible, but also as safely as possible. And definitely going to take the Pact here. So the Pact is going to give us a nice little damage boost, and more importantly, give us a tiers rate upgrade. But as you already see from the size of our tiers, it is waning quickly. So we got to move. We got to get any kind of value out of this. Is very, very important. We're going to last week's question of the episode here. This one coming in from the Bloodlust episode, which was a very awesome art piece done by Alex, who does all my thumbnails, unless he's like on vacation or sick or just can't do it. This one coming to you from Summers Pittman, who said, question of the episode, when should you take the Void Portal when it spawns after fighting the mom? The answer is never. I see zero, and I mean zero benefit in doing so. The only time, and I would say this is the actual only time you would ever do that, is on a victory lap. Then sure, go for it if you're having fun. But there is quite literally no reason to ever go through. Lusty Blood would be... no. We can't. We already have the Devil Deal precedent, so I don't really mind losing that. Stopwatch is great. It is going to slow down. I don't think it slows down the decay of Red Stew, but it does, of course, slow down everything else in the game and makes us faster, which is good. So I'm going to go back over here. Again, we're going to try to find the item room. But yeah, to answer your question, Summers Pittman, the answer would be never. I don't see any reason to do so, especially on the first lap. Now, the victory lap is different. If you want to just end the run, or things are going sideways or whatever, then yes, I would say that you can. There's definitely some tangible benefit to doing that. We don't need a page upgrade. Because obviously, you know, if you just want to get the achievements or whatever, then sure, go for it. But even then, I mean, you're cutting your run short, and you are basically prohibiting yourself from gaining in power, even on a victory lap where you may not even need it. It's still good to just go through the motions. You know, go through the entire run. There's no reason to rush to Delirium because, again, you just gain no benefit out of it. And just as I said that was going to happen, we're going to have enough time to basically beat 2 bosses, the opening bosses here on this floor, and that is going to be it. So unfortunately, we're not going to gain pretty much any other benefit other than that. But hey, at least it made the early floors easy for us. Pandora's box. Pandora's box will give us 1 boss item. We'll go ahead and use that right now. Yeah, so there goes Red Stew. It is gone, gone, gone. As you saw right there, I was able to get out of the curse room without taking damage and also without losing the bone heart. Even if Conehead hadn't procced right there, which it did, that's the reason why we didn't lose anything, we still would have gotten out in time before it gave us the bone heart. So it's good to have that movement speed and being able to recognize. I should just use Dad's key. Being able to recognize when it's good, and you're safe to save yourself a little bit of heartache and a little bit of your HP. Now, if there was one thing that I would do, and I've talked about this before, if there's one thing that I would like to see done to Red Stew, and this is never going to happen probably, but you never know. I would like to see Red Stew on top of its initial effect, the one that it gives you the massive damage upgrade, yada yada yada. On top of that, I would like to see it preserve its passive ability, which is anytime you kill an enemy, you're able to gain a little bit of damage back. And yes, you know, keep this. You're able to keep the sustain, keep that that decay that happens with the damage over time. That's fine. But at least give like a little bit of something, like a little bit of hope. It would give it a lot of value if you found rock bottom later on in a run. Stuff like that. I think that would just make it interesting. It probably doesn't provide too much tangible benefit to the player if you're able to just gain just a little bit of damage, and it doesn't have to. The ratio doesn't have to be any different than what it is. Sissy, how you doing, little sissy? Hey, we haven't seen you in forever, girl. Where you been? It doesn't have to give like anything huge. The ratio that Red Stew pays out with does not have to change at all. It would just be neat to be able to get a little bit of extra something out of it instead of the effect just being gone and then that's it. It's just done dizzle. Mr. Mizzle, which I'm going to go ahead and pizzle on. He's passed, by the way. Secret room's probably here, so I'm not going to go get full charge because I know it's there. There we go. And we get a pestilence fight. Nice job by Sissy actually charming that Ipecac fly, and then it went towards pestilence and nailed him. Little Sissy getting the job done. Out here working on a Saturday. Yep. Curse the blind, so you know what we're going to be doing here. Secret room might be to the left. No, it's not. Okay. By the way, you can use the Dad's key to open up secret rooms and boss trap rooms and mob trap rooms. There we go. So we got a little bit of protection here for our bone heart. We still haven't found a red heart to fill it yet. Make me feel a lot better. It would basically be like a lusty blood that decays very quickly, is what I'm asking for. Oh, we can get into the boss trap room, but we're gonna have to do the boss trap room because it's gonna be blind, and I don't know. I mean, you could still, I believe, get Curse the Tower in there. It would be bad, obviously. We don't have a full charge. Go back and get a full charge, save us a key, and also we need to use it anyway to go open the boss trap room, so there's literally no reason not for us to not go and get a full charge real quick. Yeah. Right here. You can't touch me. Not this early on with the stopwatch. And our movement speed is good. Not great, but it's good. And yeah, we just gained even more movement speed. Yeah. Now, one thing we can also do is if we get a full charge, we can also leave this room without having to complete it. However, that's not gonna happen because unfortunately, we are only gonna get one charge here. So we're gonna have to fight Stain and fight, I believe, Gertie. The Gertie or is it the Gate? It might be Gate. I forget who's paired with Stained. Oh no, that's way worse. Way worse. At least it's Pink carrying Queen and not that one. Look at Sissy, however. Sissy with a big time charm. She was charming carrying Queen and then she was owning her own heart there. Little Sissy making the big time plays. Look at that. Go get him, little Sissy. Come on down. Charm yourself over here. Sissy's got something for you. That was an amazing play by little Sissy. Yeah, that heart was charmed by Sissy. Go on with your bad self there, Sissy. Take you, we take treasure map, let's go, and a fool card, nice. This means that we can get out of the boss rush room, which we are way ahead of the curve here. See, that was the secret room. Gonna try to get some of that money back that we spent on the treasure map, and we are able to get some. Oh wow, we almost paid for it. Wow, dude. See, Sissy, she smiles upon us. Her glow is brighter than the hottest sun. Making big time plays for us, giving us good luck. Got a devil deal and glass eyes and give us a damage upgrade here. And we take Lord of the Pit, which is going to give us flying, which is also nice. I don't really care about the 1-star, but I'll take it anyway. It's going to be 3-star. Where's the maze? We are zooming. Lord of the Pit gives us flying and also a movement speed upgrade, by the way. And not only did we not take damage there from the points, the spikes from Conehead, but we also got skipped ahead too. The problem is that I know that the item room is going to be to the very south, so we're going to have to go back through there anyway. But I appreciate the effort there, Curse the Maze. Or maybe not. Well, then it's got to be the shop then, because the boss is up to the northwest. Always make sure if you plan on using Dad's Key, always use it before you get done clearing the room that you're in. Doesn't matter if it's a big room, doesn't matter if it's a small room. Always use the cooldown before you clear the room. Reason being is because you get that charge back. It's refunded to you by 1. So if you had, it's a 2-room cooldown, obviously. If we used it before we clear this room, we could use it for almost free at basically half price. I don't know why I went down here. The planetarium? And also the regular secret room. Look at that. So this perfectly illustrates what I'm talking about here. We use Dad's Key before clearing it. So instead of us leaving this room, well, instead of using it after we're done clearing this room, we use it while there's still active combat in here, so we get one of those charges refunded back to us. There's an item that I hope that's on the rework chopping block. Mars is still not good. A lot of people sharing their opinions on what they think is going to be buffed, what they think is going to be changed about the game. Confidently say that I am getting ever more excited about its upcoming patch on the 18th. Yeah, that's no bueno. I do want to get the soul hearts, maybe. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what happened to that one, but got one soul heart for one bomb. Essentially 3 bombs, but that's fine. All right. The floor was a little bit longer than intended, but that's okay. We had to do a lot of... I mean, I knew that we were going to have to do a little bit of backtracking anyway, because I knew that something was down to the south of the map. The one thing that was for sure not down there was the boss. 100%. 3 big soul hearts here. Huge. I was doing that just to skip that room. Took damage anyway, so didn't really help us. But we skipped the room anyway. Game gives us back our soul hearts. I mean, it's no coincidence. As soon as we got little Sissy, I'm just saying, our luck got markedly improved. Whoa, what was that midair circle there, Monstro? You're not allowed to do that. Go back and look at that shadow that Monstro cast. Oh yeah, also people tell me that you can do an OBS replay apparently. I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to take a look. Whenever we get those moments where I'm like, I wish I could see what just happened in like a clip or something. Apparently you can do that in OBS, so you got to free Guppy's eye, and also we'll take money equals power, which is going to give us a big DPS difference. I'm gonna have to look for that functionality in OBS, because I did not know that was a thing. See, so now what we can do is, after we're done with this first wave here in this boss trap room, because I used it before we were done with the active combat here, we're going to be able to get out of here for free. All we gotta do is just beat Pile. Like that. We'll take Wicked Crown. And I do not feel like fighting Infamy, even though he just owned his own heart. Could have actually gotten in there anyway by way of the secret room, which is to the right of here. Go skirt. Yes, it's not. Pardon me. Pardon me. My favorite Incubus song. Hard to believe that it's like 30 years old now. It's an old song, man. Not 30 years old. It's definitely over 20 years old. I know that. When did... Hang on. I gotta look this now. That's gonna bother me. When did Incubus Pardon Me come out? 1999 is 25 years old. Holy smokes, dude. We are getting old. 1999, really? You old yet? I don't feel like doing this room. Red Heart, don't care about that. Another room I don't feel like doing, but we're going to have to, because this is a crossroad here. I'm going to have to go down into the shop. AKA the Tienda. And, you know, our stats are very good. We haven't... I feel like we haven't gotten a huge amount of dominating items here. We've just had solid stat ups, just through and through. We're maxed out on tears, maxed out on movement speed, very good damage here. I'm surprised that mom's here. Just a very good everything on this run so far. So we're basically in no rush to go into boss rush at this point. We have plenty of time, and we also have the full card anyway. Pretty much figured that. Reason why I wanted to go here anyway, though, because we're going to get some money, and that's going to boost our damage. That's all I care about. So we're at 98 cents, almost the full maximum value of money equals power. We can see if there's a donation machine in here. There's not. We could also blow these up for just to max out our money. And there we go. 99 cents, 10.27 damage. A very good amount of DPS. Now the problem here is that we don't have a lot of HP to be giving away for the Devil Deal. If we do take a Devil Deal, then that's going to put us dangerously low. There we go. Didn't get a Devil Deal. What Boss Rush has. Boss Rush has absolutely nothing, and once again the music just stops. Yeah, this isn't even worth it. Honestly, our full card's worth even more than this, so yeah, we'll just take the bull. And curse the XL. Meaning no disrespect, by the way, to Mini Mush. Mini Mush is fantastic. It's a dual stat upgrade, just a true solid upgrade item through and through. So meaning no disrespect to Mini Mush out there, but we're maxed out on movement speed and we don't need range. So there's no reason for us to do that boss rush just for Mini Mush. Damage upgrade here from Mom's Ring, which I will take. Soul of Azazel, sure. Get Tinted Rock right here. Now I can infer, based on this giant hallway, that this is probably where two bosses have spawned. Because it goes in that really weird backwards barrel type thing. Sissy, you're doing great. Keep it up. I just don't feel like doing this room. We bloat everyone's favorite boss. Oh, green bloat. How fortuitous of us. There we go. Easy peasy kill there on both of the bosses and a Krampus fight. I want to be indignant and just leave, but if we get Lump of Coal, that'd be great. We didn't. Okay. I don't want you. You are a garbage item. You should never show yourself again here. However, Cat of Nine Tails now. Cat of Nine Tails, we talking. We be talking. Yeah. Again, I really, really hope, this is my hope and dreams, that we eventually get a reason to do Hush. We eventually get a reason to do all the optional bosses in the game. I've said it for many years. I think that it'd be very cool. I think that my idea to give, like, you know, a random stat upgrade or an angel deal buff or a random item at the start of your next run for doing those optional bosses, I think that is a very eloquent way to... Did not see what hit me. I think that's a very eloquent way to not give too much power to the player, but also give enough incentive to make it worthwhile to the player to do so. And with co-op stuff coming out, I have a feeling that, you know, the drive to do optional bosses to help people with unlocks or however they're going to end up doing it is going to be very high. And it would be nice to have a little bit of rollover to the next run. Like we have a group of friends or something and do Hush, for example. It gives you an angel deal boost or Delirium or whatever. I think that would be very, very fun. I think that adds to the... That would certainly add to the desire to do optional stuff on first lap runs, second lap runs, victory lap, that sort of thing. We're just moving through this run today, and I'll take it. Nice, easy living Saturday here. It would be nice if Wisps also got a little bit of a buff to make them a little bit tankier. They shouldn't be permanent, obviously, but I would like to see them live more than one hit. That was always my problem with Bethany, is just that it's just too easy for the Book of Virtue's Wisps to just get yeeted out of a run. And the enemy, all projectiles in the game, it's just too easy for the game to get them out of the running. Especially if you have like a good Wisp build or something. Unless if you have Unicorn Stump, which we showed a few years ago now, that is an OP combo. Down goes Isaac, and we'll head on up. Formycosis is good here. Milk. I mean, Milk does give us a tier. It breaks the tiers cap. Wow, that's a long way to go to Blue Baby. Skip that room. So we want to go for Black Pestilence here first because Blue Famine will drop a Soul Heart if we kill him second. Oh my God. Well, that would be Polyphemus, and that would be a massive damage upgrade. And look at Sissy, charming Wrath, destroying Greed. Go on with your bad self, Sissy. And we get an orbital here for Forever Alone. Reason to do this room here. Oh man, we are absolutely cooking right now. Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Umbino just knocked that Greed head into next week. Just wind it up on the poor lad. I don't know why I'm laying a bomb here. It's not like we need money here. Wow, what a run. What a kind of a speedy run here. What was our final time? 23 minutes? Wasn't that fast. But nice and easy, super Saturday run. I think that, you know, with the way that everything went here, yeah, let's go fight Megastan. We've got the Polaroid. I think we can do it. Those tears rate does give me a little bit worried, but we have Polyphemus. Finishing way above schedule here. You gotta give it a super like for us going back to Megastan, because we absolutely do not need to be doing this. In fact, we shouldn't be doing this. Aforementioned, no point to do this, yada yada yada. But come on now. We could clear the rest of the chest to see if there's a chest drop. Maybe get a couple extra little items here and there. Never know. But having Polar Invincibility is going to be very important. Hard Zit's not bad. What's nice about Sissy and Megastan is that she can charm the ads, and they'll actually hit themselves on Stanley. She will never get close enough to fight or to charm Satan, but she could. She could try, in theory, but she won't. Formycosis going postal here on Green Cage. I thought about skipping this room because of the fissure attacks, but got out of it. But yeah, good luck, Lust. Yumheart. Yumheart doesn't do anything for us. I'll clear everything but the big room. I don't feel like fighting a bunch of enemies off screen. It would be nice if we got, you know, a chest. But the game knows what we're trying to do here and is not going to do it now. And when it does give it to us, it's going to be a mimic chest that has Minecraft in it. Ragman is rag dead. And one final room here. We've gotten exactly 0 chests out of this whole backtracking excursion of ours. Got 1 singular soul heart. All right. Well, now we have to do big room because I don't have a full charge. I mean, I know there's a full charge or charge key back over there, but yeah. This is an easy room. Hungry Soul is going to make quick work out of these jabronis. All right. See what you got, Stan. Poison and mucormycosis are going to be huge for this. Especially mucormycosis. No, killing Blue Famine here does not matter. That would be cool if it did, though. Death is the big problem here with the size and apparently the horse. So as you see here, we got the Tears upgrade thanks to Milk. Early damage is not what you want though against Mega Stan though. You see that poison damage doing and work here. Hungry Soul is going to be huge here as well. Thanks to all the envy chunks. Oh, look at that. Sissy charmed Super Greed right at the end there and he shot Super Gluttony. Dark Uriel. I mean, we're doing just so much damage here. That'd be a nice item to have as Revelation. Oh, quick shot there with a Brimstone, Stanley. All right, here we go, phase 2. And for us, I mean, Milk helps out a lot, obviously, but for us having 30 damage plus Polyphemus, I mean, having a 2.52 tears rate is pretty mega. There's very little reason to move up and down in that wave. It's a lot easier just to go side to side. Here you can just let your range kind of do all the talking for you. Be prepared in case if he has some flame funny business. This is my least favorite pattern here. This is one of the few patterns that you can't really range all that well. Good block there by keeping me. This one's easy. Go back and forth, just look for the gaps. If you get hit, that's what Polar Invincibility is for. This is the one that kind of scares people here. If I had started in the middle of the room, it would have been a problem. Not with that one, but there we go. Down goes Mega Stan. Easy peasy kill. No Delirium Portal. Not that I would have taken it anyway. So there you go. Got a little extra bonus boss kill on a Saturday. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button down below. It's that little thumbs up button. It costs absolutely nothing to do so. It takes 0 time, and it helps out the channel a great deal. And of course, if that counter reaches 3,000 or more, we're going to have another tally on the like streak counter down below at the beginning of the next video, leading us for the 5 or Die challenge. So go check it out. Like this video, like the TCG Shop Sim video, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like G-Ben Gaijin, Katie Bobady, and Calming Spider. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.